Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of the patched joints. This is one here, and there's another one over there. You know, it's not the world's finest masonry, but it does serve the purpose. It keeps rodents out and maybe keeps the rocks from shifting a little too much, and keeps some water out, and it allows us to put a membrane possibly in front of the wall before backfilling it. So the idea here is to use this natural hydraulic lime mortar instead of concrete mortar, because the rock is quite soft on these old walls, and some of the rock anyway, and so it needs to expand and contract a little bit when the freezing and thawing happens in the Canadian winter. And if it does that as it takes on moisture, with lime, the lime is soft enough and porous enough that it actually absorbs some of the water and can move a little bit as the rocks are expanding and contracting. And if it's concrete, today's concretes are much harder than some of this old fieldstone, and so there's a bit that still needs doing. So there would be nowhere for the rock to expand and shift, and there's another joint there, and therefore the weaker of the two substances would yield, in this case being the rock, and the rock then starts to crack and flake and degrade, and eventually, if you put too much concrete in here, you have the potential for structural failure, and at the very least many more cracks and shorter lifespan, and that means more water and more rodents in your basement.